name's Belle, and I was diagnosed with ADHD today. I saw the psychiatrist this morning, went through some history notes with her, talked about, some of the symptoms I've noticed, and went through a couple of diagnoses tests with her, and she talked me through the kind of treatment options. So I started on Ritalin this morning. I've had 2 doses now, only half a tablet, so 5 milligrams each. They last around 4 hours. So she told me to take half a tablet every 4 hours ish, 3 times a day. So 1 more dose today, I'll move up to a full tablet 3 times a day, and then potentially more if I need to. I'm seeing her again early June to check on how things are going. She's also given me a script for Dex to see if I handle Dex better than the Ritalin. We don't know. We'll see. It's a bit of a trial and error to get the sense of what's going to work, because everybody's brain works differently. I've had anxiety and depression since, forever. I was officially diagnosed when I was in my early 20s, been on and off antidepressants since then. So I'm no stranger to my brain feeling like it's ganging up on me and making my life much harder than it needs to be. And honestly, I think that a lot of it's actually been undiagnosed ADHD. I just thought it would be good to vlog, I guess, this just for me, so I can see how I'm going on this ADHD journey that I'm on, and for other people that get diagnosed with ADHD in their mid-30s, like myself, so that they can kind of understand what it feels like, and what the journey has been and continues to look like. So on day 1, I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I guess for me, knowing what's happening is always the first step in being able to fix things or get better or, deal with things. I feel like I've got pretty good strategies in place for managing it on the most part, but I have found it so freaking exhausting. So I can hold it together at work. I'm really organized at work, and fairly organized when it comes to home stuff, but only because I've trained myself over the last 5 years in how to be, and because my anxiety gets out of control when I'm not. So it's been one of my coping strategies for my anxiety, to be really dedicated about using my planner. And I haven't used a planner for a couple of months now because I haven't needed to go anywhere. But prior to that, I've been using my planner, and that's been really successful for me to a point, but it's still really hard to motivate myself to do those tasks that are just freaking boring and I don't want to do them. So hopefully the Ritalin at least, or Dex if I move on to Dex, helps with that. And I'm really hoping that learning more about ADHD and the way my brain works means that I'll be able to implement some better strategies for how to focus on tasks for the length of time I need to focus to get shit done. So we'll see. It's been incredibly frustrating for me. I know that I function so much better when my space is clean and organized, but getting the energy to do that when I feel like so much of my energy is spent just sort of battling to get stuff done when I don't want to or can't concentrate on it. I just come home from work exhausted, I just have no energy to cook, no energy to exercise, no energy to hang out with people or do things. I just struggle to get to sleep, so I'll wake up or won't fall asleep, just sit there with my thoughts racing, and just unable to think clearly. I'm really hopeful that with new information, I can at least work out how to get the mess out of my brain and not fight it necessarily, and hopefully kind of work with it to get be productive and not beat myself up as much, because I've been really beating myself up and it's been making my anxiety really bad. and it's caused all sorts of issues for me over the years. No, I know I'm really smart, I know I'm really talented and capable and can get some really great stuff done, but I always feel like maybe today's going to be the day that my brain packs it in and just stops cooperating, and some days it really is, and it's so frustrating to not be able to consistently work at the level that I know that I'm capable of, and feel like I'm letting everybody down, though I'm trying really, really freaking hard, and nearly killing myself into the process of working myself into the ground to try and keep up the level of work that I want to get done. So at least now I know. I feel like I can move forward and try out the meds, see how they go. I'm still on antidepressants as well. I'm on Zoloft, and I've been on that for a number of years now. Yeah, we'll see. I'm feeling optimistic at least. Been productive so far today, apart from my flatmate introducing me or getting me onto Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Finally caved and have watched the first 3 episodes of that, and then an episode of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, because that came out today and we had to watch that immediately. And then I've gone and started cooking a roast for dinner and cleaned the kitchen and put a load of laundry on and tidied up stuff that was like in the lounge room that has been there for a week, and put away a load of washing that has been folded in the lounge room for a week. So yeah, it's looking promising so far, but we'll see how I go. So yeah, day 1, 10 milligrams of Ritalin in, so and things are feeling fairly good. Hi, welcome to day 2 of my ADHD diagnosis. There's some weird thumping because I've got some dry clothes in the dryer, which is kind of behind the wall that the phone is recording on. I bought some art from my favorite tattoo artist yesterday, Smell Wink. She's amazing. You should check out her stuff. She does a lot of watercolor tattoos. And so I bought one of her paintings yesterday, and she lives not too far away. She's a suburb across from me. So she dropped by this morning and left it at my doorstep for me. And yeah, anyway, so she dropped off the painting at the front door, and I have already hung it up, and I went to Kmart and got a frame for a print that she included in it, which was amazing of her. I'll include some cutaways to some footage of the artwork. But yeah, so she's included a print of a red-headed watercolor girl with starfish, and it's just beautiful. So I've got that sitting up on my wall as well. So usually that would take me forever to get around to doing things like that, but to have already done it is pretty incredible for me. I started decluttering that cupboard right behind me, which has one of them is my wardrobe, the one closest to the wall, and then the other one is kind of my shove it in there if it doesn't have a home / crafting cupboard. So I've got a stash of material in there and a whole pile of haberdashery and started but not completed projects, going back 5 years more. So I've sorted through that. I went through it, started it the other day, and then I went through, I got rid of a set of little drawers that my friend had given me forever ago, and I got rid of them and got some new containers to sort things in, so they're stacked neatly and organized in there. And I can see what I've got, and I can see where things are at, and everything has a home. And I cleaned out my sewing box as well, where I keep kind of notions and things that are needed on hand as I'm sewing, and that way when I go to social sewing, assuming we're ever allowed out of the house again, I can pack what I need for that day instead of having to dig through everything, and yeah, have a really clear idea of what I've got. So it's really sparking my creativity, which is good. Yeah, so day 2 has been a success. I've taken 2 half tablets of Ritalin. It's kind of, just feeling productive today, which is such a nice feeling, and not feeling so exhausted at the end of it. Yeah, I made a roast dinner for dinner last night and I cleaned up as I went, which was great. I like never have the energy to cook. And I went to the shops today and did a grocery shop and things like that, and I had energy afterwards, whereas normally if I go to the shops or anything, I'm wiped for the rest of the day. I can barely do anything after that. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I woke up at around 4 a.m. and didn't really get back to sleep after that, but I'm not really feeling tired today. I certainly don't feel as exhausted as I normally feel on a day when I've had 8-9 hours sleep. So not sure if that's I think the lack of sleep is probably because of the Ritalin. My brain was racing last night thinking about, you know, everything, and yeah, that this is my life now. But you know, we'll see. Ideally, I think I would like to end up on the low, the Dexy that's slow release, so it lasts in your system for a lot longer and you don't end up having to take tablets 3 times a day. Hopefully that works for me. It's a bit more expensive because it's not subsidized by our healthcare here in Australia. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm open. We'll see. Yeah, because ideally, like, remembering to take tablets is not going to be the best for me. I'm someone that struggles with remembering at the best of times. But we'll try. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, so it's been a good day. I've done quite a lot. I've kept my room clean. I've mopped my room and stuff. And who am I? I've done this is my 3rd load of laundry that I've got on at the moment. Yeah, so day 2, feeling productive. This is good. And this is only on half a tablet, so yeah, hopefully it's even more pronounced with the full tablet. Yeah, there's plenty more I've been wanting to do that I haven't been doing, so if I can get the energy up. So yeah, I've been doing some reading around ADHD, having a look to see kind of if there's any tips and tricks or what I should be asking my psychiatrist when I see her next. Oh boy. Yeah. It's such a battle. And I've just been exhausted for such a long time, since I was a teenager. And yeah, if I'd realized that exhaustion was coming from just having to fight so hard to get basic stuff done, even basic stuff around the house. Yeah, it kind of makes me a bit sad, but you know, I'm trying to be positive, and you know, I've masked this ADHD really well. I doubt that many people that I've worked with in the past would have noticed. I don't think my family would have ever picked it up, and it was really only that I read someone that was talking about it and started looking into it themselves, and then they said, yeah, well, it turns out I have it, so yay. And then I've read another article about how it presents in women and how it presents in adults, and again, it just really resonated so strongly with me. So yeah, yeah, I did some self-test assessments online before I saw the psychiatrist yesterday, and they came back pretty clear, and then again yesterday in the appointment with her as well. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty glad that I wasn't imagining it. My GP didn't think that I had it when I told him that I thought I did and would like to get a referral to get a proper diagnosis. He's like, I don't think you've got it. I'm like, I think you've just got anxiety and depression, he said. So I'm pleased that I advocated for myself and stood up for myself and said, yeah, I'd still like that referral, thanks. Happy to pay. Luckily, you know, for me, I know that I'm in a massive place of privilege where I can spend that much money, because it's so expensive to go to the psychiatrist and get that diagnosis. It's a lot of money out of pocket. Some of it you do get back on Medicare here in Australia, but it's still quite a lot of money. And that is a massive deterrent, I know, to a lot of people. So I am very aware that I'm in a place of immense privilege at the moment, especially to have been able to take all this time off work. Yeah, day 2, another productive day. We'll see how we go tomorrow.